what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it. So, awful news yesterday. We mentioned it yesterday that I didn't know exactly what was going on with Greg Brooks. Just hoping that whatever it was, that he would be okay. And yesterday, the Brooks family released a statement saying Greg Jr. was diagnosed last week with a large brain tumor that required emergency surgery. Doctors successfully performed the procedure Friday to remove the mass, and we are awaiting biopsy results. We are grateful for the work and care of the medical staff helping Greg through these challenges and for the concern and love poured out by so many in the Louisiana, Arkansas, and national sports communities. This means the world to us at this difficult time. Greg continues to fight, and we await further clarity on the extent of that battle. His incredible strength and character gives us confidence. We also know that he needs our support now more than ever. Please keep Greg and our family in your prayers. #pray43. This is, I don't know. It's like we're supposed to sit up here and talk about things, but the tragedy of this is obvious. I mean, it's a young man who doesn't have the irrational, awful fear of, this little thing that feels off with me ends up being something horrible. And that's exactly what this young man is doing when he's in the prime of his athletic career, the prime of his life, and now having to have brain surgery and battle for his life. And so, obviously, all positive energy, love, prayers, sending that way any way we can help. Would love to try to do that. But, man, it's just devastating. It's every parent, every child. It's everybody's biggest fear come to light.
Yeah, it certainly is. And you're right. Like, you maybe feel a little off and you're not sure what's going on. And then probably the last thing that you were expecting. And so, one of those things where, and then not like days and weeks or months, it's like that moment, like your life changes because you go have an emergency surgery. And so obviously prayers and hope that everything's, going to work itself out. And also that you caught it at that moment. Cause then you start to worry like, man, what if this would have been 2 weeks later or continue to play football, and who knows what that could have done to you. So just a scary situation all the way around. And when we heard this news yesterday, T, and didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, man, what's this emergency? Is it maybe another family member? Is it somebody else, or he's got to help out? And honestly, this is like the last thing that you thought it was going to be. And
he's a young man.
Just brutal. It's brutal, and I'm not sure how they found it, but thankful they found it now, and
yes,
hopefully able to go in there, get it out, remove it, and then you can move forward with the recovery.
Yeah, here's to hoping that, obviously we're all praying and yes, that in the end, this will all, have a good ending, and it'll be so important that the medical staff did find it when they did and did take care of it. So credit to the medical professionals that, I guess, helped suss this out, because, again, I don't even know how you expect something like that with somebody in the prime of his career at this age. And it's one of those things that perspective is a hard thing to maintain, Jake, because when you get in the day-to-day grind of your life, it's very easy to lose sight of what matters, right? And this is one of those stories where you see this and then you're like, you know what? Like, why am I trying to just get through this thing? Why am I trying to put my kids down to sleep so fast? Like, why am I not slowing down and enjoying time with my mother or my father? Why am I not willing to go do this drive on the weekend, go see them, or do this thing to see them? Like, this is one of those stories that helps you kind of refresh your perspective and bring back that gratitude for the blessings that you do have. And it just kind of reminds you how everything can be taken away out of nowhere. One thing I feel really guilty about that we didn't do a good job on this show either, and it's because I think I kind of, honestly, like I said yesterday, missed it when we were watching that Grambling game live because it was later in the game. It's kind of checked out. But like Grambling State linebacker Jaquavis Richmond, who's still in Baton Rouge. I mean, he's in a neck brace. He had neck surgery, recovering from a spinal injury. Yesterday was his 20th birthday, man. 20th birthday. And he's on the news, and, you know, it's nice. He's smiling. He's moving around, but he's in a neck brace. He's had neck surgery at the Neuromedical Center, and it's just it's a dangerous game. And whatever or not this applies to Brooks, doesn't matter. I guess the overall point is, like I'm talking about, it's perspective, right? Yeah. Is that you never know when this can all be taken away. And so be thankful for all these moments. And obviously sending all the prayers to Jaquavius Richmond, his friends, his family, and here's to hoping that he, who also has a long fight in front of him, makes a full recovery as well.
Yeah, no, I'm well said. And same thing, like for that, like I missed that. Like I went to the game and at that point and I missed that. And that's that's a scary situation. And still be here. I mean, we're 2 weeks past that, and to have any kind of surgery on their neck, like it doesn't matter what it is, minor, major, it's going to be a long recovery. It's going to take a long time to get back. And so it was good to see the videos of him at least smiling and kind of moving around.
Yeah, seems in good spirits.
A little bit.
So, yeah, you know, tell your family you love them. Like I said, let's all kind of, anytime there's such bad situations like this, obviously I think the kind of silver lining in it, or maybe this is just a way to kind of try to gain some solace out of something so awful. What I always think about is, okay, what kind of good is it going to create? And if you have people out there nowadays that are going to, you know, call maybe a family member they haven't called in a long time and tell them they love them, or be appreciative of something that they've maybe been taking for granted for a while, then I think that's a positive ripple effect out of this. I know I definitely felt that when we saw this news. So, and then obviously, look, man, everybody just pray for Greg. Just pray for Greg. Send all, and it doesn't matter. I don't care, you know, what you believe, who you pray to, whatever. If you pray to anything, just send positive energy and love and thoughts and support his way. And again, if anybody knows the family or anything we can help out with, let's do that as well. Yeah, we'll see, man, for sure. But Greg Brooks is I mean, he's been huge. We talk about this Brian Kelly rebound, you know, this rebuild all the time. And where are you without Greg Brooks? I mean, he won you multiple games last year. Him coming home to Louisiana and making himself into the player and the playmaker that he was a sight to behold. And here's to hoping he can get back to that one day, you know, healthy and back to pursuing his dreams.
Look, it's you know, it is, you know, something that's somewhat out of your control, obviously. But like we said with Foster Morrow, like if there's ever going to be someone that fights to do everything they possibly can and to not give up and to have that strength, Greg Brooks kind of fits that same mold. I
would agree. So, really sad. But we are all here, and everybody is. LSU, Arkansas, nationally, everybody. Doesn't matter. Everybody here in support of Greg Brooks. And like I said, Jaquavius Richmond as well, as both of them, you know, are on this road to recovery. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.